Ocean land. Planet Earth, also known as the blue planet, because when we look at it from outer space, blue is the predominant color, as 3/4 of the planet are covered by water. And oceans and seas which receive rain and river water hold an endless number of extraordinary animals and plants. There is so much water in our planet that instead of naming it Earth, it should have been called water, or even better, ocean land.
All rivers end in the sea, but there is still no sign of it.
I'm looking forward to see if the waters are as salty as they say they are.
Very salty. You'll see. And due to the great amounts of salt dragged in by the rivers.
Thank God we got rid of those toxic residues. Otherwise, they would have reached the sea.
True. Sea receives all the debris from rivers. That's another reason to keep them clean.
Yoo-hoo! Sorry, guys, but I will be the first one to reach the sea.
You're not going to get there much faster. We'll soon see each other.
Why did you say that?
Because when reaching the sea, the river flow weakens, you'll see.
Will we ever come to a stop?
But be ready for a little rocking.
Oh, what a horrible taste. The river water has turned salty.
The river is joining the sea. From now onwards, water will lose its sweetness. Look at Frosty. His leaf is hardly moving at all. There is hardly any current.
Hey, Frosty, come back here and we'll all enter the sea together.
Okay, fun cannot last forever.
Ready, boys? Here's where the river ends. Look at all the amount of water.
I never imagined the sea could be so big.
And it's even bigger. We can only see up to the horizon. It's all over the planet completely, covering most of it. Every river in the world pours its water into the sea.
There is no current. We are barely progressing, but we're moving more than before.
Seawater is never still. Waves are in constant movement. But this is nothing really.
And how are we going to move on? I want to sail far into the sea.
In order to do that, we must take advantage of the breeze, as if we were a real sailing boat.
Yoo-hoo! Spin the downwind! This is what I call sailing! Bye, river! Here we go! Into the sea you feed with your waters, seeking new watery adventures!
Holy cow, a flying apple.
Savages! I could get indigestion!
Why on earth has this apple jumped overboard?
Hold on! We're sinking!
Again? Ah! Let's hope it stands still now.
Watch out, Dopey! We're being bombed!
Ah! Hit and suck. Oops. What a filthy chap.
Savage, yes, but not a pig. He should be entitled to a medal for polluting the sea with all this rubbish. I have a dream. I have a dream to pollute the entire ocean, to cover the seas with filth and finish all living creatures.
Some work, Flu. Have you seen the size of this place?
Well, it's just a manner of speaking. I'll do what I can. You don't look well. Are you seasick?
I think so. Alcohol drops are kind of ethereal with all this rocky.
Seasickness galore! What a lousy sailor you are!
I'm really sick.
And if you start any hiccups, I'll scare you good and proper.
Scare me?
Speaking of scares, watch out!
That was some fright he gave us, but I still have hiccups. Oh, this fish is out of control. What a strange swimming style.
guy. You haven't done him any good.
Me? Why? What have I done to him?
You are an alcohol drop, and alcohol is deadly for fish.
No, what have you done to him?
Don't you worry, boy. He'll soon stop suffering.
I'm terribly sorry, my friend. But when you recover, I suggest you keep away from alcohol.
That fish tumbled more than a yo-yo. Where the hell is a damn coast?
Flo, have you noticed? The fish is not moving and we're still going backwards.
It's normal. It's called a current.
An underwater current.
Sure! They're huge currents caused by tides or by different water temperatures. Sea currents cross the entire planet. By the way, these currents are very useful for my pollution plants.
You're going to use these currents to pollute the world.
Without hardly any effort, this current will take my filth everywhere.
Come on, Frosty. You're nearly there. Come on. We're waiting for you.
That's it. Not much further now. A couple of strokes more.
I'm here! Hey, but what are you doing? Why are you moving away? Stop doing that to me! Let me get back on right now! I'm tired!
Okay, don't get cross now. And come here. We promise not to move anymore.
Sorry, Frosty. Wind is blowing me away.
If only the water was sweet. What a drag!
And what's wrong with salty water?
Hey, ho! Where did you come from? Have you been swimming long?
No, I live here in the sea. I'm a seawater drop.
So you're a salty drop?
Yes, and I did not enjoy your comments. All my friends are salty water drops, and we are proud of it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. I didn't say salt is bad. It's just that.
He's been dipped for some time now and tired.
And in a lousy mood.
And why can't he ride the cork with you two? A rest will do him good.
We were just talking about that. Let him get on our ship next to us.
But he swims and swims with no progress. It's hard to believe. But he seems to go backwards with every stroke.
Pay no attention to them. They have been mocking me all morning. But who cares? I can handle this on my own.
Don't get mad, Jen. I understand you. Quick, get out of the water. You're freezing.
So she found Frosty kind of cold.
She also looks frozen.
What's so funny? You first played jokes on your friend and now laugh at me?
No, it's not you, but it was funny. Frosty's an ice cube.
Ice? Frozen water? And why aren't you in the pole?
Well, I was born there, but I love traveling. Discover the world.
He travels the wide sea here and there, seeking adventures.
Which on his return will turn into heroic stories to tell.
And you? Won't you enjoy touring the poles? There are no crowds, and it's a peaceful place.
Too much ice for my taste. The coasts are frozen and large ice blocks are floating everywhere.
Those ice blocks are called icebergs, and they're beautiful, larger than any ship, some of them as large as islands.
I'm sure, but icebergs end up melting, turning into thousands of liters of sweet water.
And what is your problem?
If I was to mix myself with sweet water, I wouldn't be as salty.
And what's wrong with that? I myself am a sweet water ice cube, and I'm very proud of it.
Oh no! You're a delightful ice cube. But do you dislike me for being salt? I believe we can get along well together, or even get to like each other. Let me have a taste of you. You're really refreshing. And as you know, salt makes you thirsty, so you're my perfect partner, aren't you, Frosty?
You're my type, Frosty. That salt drop is going to drive our friend insane.
Yes, Looks like our boy is going to melt.
If you want, take a taste of me right now.
Me? Yes, well, I... Shipwreck!
Poor fish. Something must have poisoned him. He's swimming wildly.
Wild? Look at us three. This is a real wild ride.
Ha ha ha! Nothing like some good exercise to keep fit.
Laugh, Cloudy Guy. You haven't even got wet. My skin is wrinkling after so much time in the water.
Of course. Each seawater liter has 35 grams of different salts.
When a sea drop like me evaporates, it leaves all its salt content behind.
Well, now that I've met you, I wouldn't like that to happen.
Thank you for your concern, but I believe I'm far from it now.
Raindrop keep falling on my head, just like the drop who's visited before. Baby, in the sea depth.
In the sea depths, I pollute.
Raindrop keep falling on my head, just like...
Oysters? What oysters? Open up your mouth, baby! I've got food for you here!
You open it, ugly!
Hey, boy, what a pearl!
Hey, don't you think a simple ballhead is gonna stop me polluting? There you go, you jellyfoot! Stay put, coward! I'll get you sooner or later! Think you're cool, huh? Bloody octopode! I'll teach you a lesson!
Forget it, Flu. You'll end up annoying him, and then he might throw something at you.
And I can't imagine what! Unless it's one of those paws! He's got plenty!
Hey, that is serious pollution. You've never managed to leave a black cloud like this one, eh?
Shut up, nutcase! It's only ink! Doesn't matter! My duty is to pollute, and I'm gonna do so! Look! There's our next prey! A shy creature who hides in the crevice! Want some candy, little one?
He doesn't look that little to me.
Of course he is! With a pinch of granules, I'll poison him down to his fins!
What a huge little boy.
Don't you know you shouldn't pollute water? I think you need a lesson.
No, I was only handing you a sample!
Forget that bag. Okay, Flu.
Yeah, and go back home. We don't want anyone coming here to pollute our world.
Mr. Green, I don't want to make anything dirty. I actually think your world is beautiful.
And with you all out of here, it'll be even nicer. So get lost.
You wouldn't happen to be the famous Plankton?
Yes, sir, that's me. Phytoplankton.
Oh, I was looking forward to meeting you.
My fame is that widespread?
Well, I have never heard about him.
Well, for your information, I'm a sea creature that produces oxygen, the essential element in nature for all creatures to breathe.
See, Dopey? This friend here is a VIP. He's one of the main players in the sea.
Produces oxygen like trees?
That's it. Plankton Phyto's the one who puts oxygen in the seas. Ain't that true, my dear friend?
And we also give oxygen to the air. Therefore, our work benefits the entire world.
You mean humans and animals also enjoy your oxygen?
That's it. And if phytoplankton vanished, they would have less oxygen to breathe.
Why are you saying that? Why should we disappear?
Of course you must exist. I was just telling Dopey on how important you are for the world.
And if we didn't exist, many fish would perish.
Millions of fish need plankton for food.
Is the small, twiggy green grass that useful? And you manage all that alone?
Of course not. Plankton is formed by billions and billions of organisms like me.
Billions and billions, all close together. Can you imagine polluting them All in one stroke?
Finishing with plankton will put many lives in danger.
If you follow me, I'll show you how the process works. And that way, you'll understand the importance of keeping the sea clean. Understood?
Of course, Fido. Whatever you say.
Promise you'll stop polluting?
Never again. I promise, Fido.
I can count on you. Polluting plankton would be a disaster for the planet. Millions of fish would perish and oxygen would be scarce.
Don't worry. I'll never pollute again. You made me realize the importance of keeping the seas clean.
What's going on? A minute ago, he wanted to pollute everything. Maybe being so long underwater is affecting him.
I'll poison plankton. Fish will die, and oxygen will be scarce. In one stroke, I'll finish off both the land and sea.
The sea floor is amazingly beautiful and full of life.
Here is where millions of years ago life began. In the sea, we can find the oldest living species in the world.
Ah! Oh, what a disaster! Look at that!
How disgusting! Who could possibly have thrown those barrels here?
Any ship. Some sailors believe the sea is a huge garbage dump.
And with the garbage, they're harming all the plants and animals.
Speaking of rubbish, anyone seen Flew around?
Wait, I'm sure Mrs. Clam will be able to help us. She's always aware of everything that goes on in the bottom of the sea. Morning, Mrs. Clam. I wonder if...
Hey! I hope Salt Drop is all right.
It must be something secret.
Underwater, sounds travel very far.
Well, we'll have to be patient. When she returns, she'll tell us all about it.
Hope everything is okay, but all this mystery is not a good sign.
Thank you, Mrs. Clam. See you again soon.
And that's all. Go and tell your friends. You're always welcome, dear.
So, what's the news?
Couldn't be worse. Flew is on his way to the North Pole.
What for?
In the poles, there's a lot of plankton.
And Flew will try to poison it. That guy can't think of anything else.
And if he manages to do so, it will be terrible. Plankton feed many fish, and they would also be poisoned.
Yes, plankton is like the vegetarian pantry of the sea.
If Flew manages to get his hands on that pantry...
We must stop him getting away with it. We must reach the pole before he does.
But he's far ahead of us.
We must find a current that will take us north.
Follow me.
And what is he stopping for now? We'll never get there at this rate. Come on, Fido. I can't wait to see how you produce oxygen.
I was precisely about to produce some now.
I say, and how are you going to do that?
As any other plant, by photosynthesis.
What a name. Is it painful? May I give you a hand? I can hold on to you if that can be of any help.
No, but thank you. Photosynthesis is a process I can manage perfectly on my own.
At least let me watch so I can learn.
Okay, I'll explain it to you. I first take a breath of foul air, I expose myself to the sun, and when I release the air, it's already clean. Watch me do it.
I produce nothing.
It's because only plants are capable of photosynthesis, and you are an alcohol drop.
You're right. I'm just a sad alcohol drop.
Well, you should be proud of it. Alcohol is really important in pharmaceutical products, and it's a powerful disinfectant.
Yes, it's true. I love disinfecting. I love to see everything clean.
What? Jitterboxes! Is this nonsense gonna last long?
Nonsense! Cleansing and disinfecting are very important.
Cleansing and disinfecting? How disgusting! Yes, as you say.
And the whatever, is also very important.
Photosynthesis. Without it, air would suffer, and that would be the end.
Of course, of course. You actually guarantee the existence of all living creatures.
Well, as I told you before, it's a process in which millions like me are involved.
And you can't imagine how much I look forward to polluting them all. I mean, meeting them all.
Let's go then. We're close to our meeting place.
Young Fido is somehow naive.
See? With the current, we travel fast.
You're right. It's just like a river.
This is a warm water current traveling to the pole.
That is how the currents work. Tropical warm water travels to the poles.
Where it cools and then descends to the depths of the sea, and then travels back to the tropics.
Where it once again warms up, ascending back to the surface, and that way travels back and forth.
That way, warm water travels to cold places, and cold water to warm places.
The currents help to control the planet's climate. As I always say, water is vital for the whole world.
What a marvelous spectacle! All that plankton gathered together.
Didn't I tell you?
I'm stiff. It's freezing.
Hold it, Flu. You can't do that.
Out of my way, spinach face! I don't need you any longer. You'll now see what mass poisoning is really about.
I would hold it there if I were you, Flu.
Oh my! Not the nosy drop again!
Exactly. The party's over. Give me that bag.
Yeah! You and whose army?
I've had enough of you, Flu. I have some friends here who will deal with you. Okay, Fido? Get him!
Ah! Ah! Little Brussels sprouts! I have something here to change your color.
Now, friends, all at once. Give him the oxygen good.
What's this? What are you doing? It's not fair! This is disgusting! Clean air!
Bye, Flu. I think you're about to take a long holiday.
That was a very cool trick, Raindrop.
Yes, he came to obstruct the oxygen generation process, and it's the oxygen who obstructed him.
Flu, inside a balloon. I thought he wanted to poison plankton.
Thank you all. You have prevented a huge ecological disaster.
Mind if I hold on to you? That way I have no need to be tied to the rope.
Hold on tight. Otherwise, you might shoot up fast, and I wouldn't like to lose you.
I was stupid to trust a wicked guy like Flu. I should have noticed his crooked intentions well before.
Don't you worry now. Flu is an expert swindler, but luckily, together we managed to ruin his plans.
Thanks to you and your friends.
Damn! When I manage to free myself, I'll pollute you all!
3/4 of our planet is covered in water, and it is there that a large amount of the oxygen we breathe is produced. The Earth needs the sea. We all need it, so take good care of it, and remember, we must keep water clean, and that includes seawater.
Raindrop is a drop of water falling out from the sky. He runs out any type of water. In the river, in the sea, he travels everywhere with Frosty, his ice cube little friend. They both fly a cloud called Nimbus. Dopey and Blue will always follow them,
Polluting everything.
water means life. Don't waste it, you must keep it. Water means life. 'Cause water's your friend. 'Cause water's our friend. A friend called Raindrop.
Flu gets in trouble. Planet Earth is like a huge bowl. It contains the sea and the ever-changing coastline, constantly beaten by waves which draws the border between the sea and the land, where we find coves, creeks, inlets, natural bays, gulfs, cliffs, etc., forming a delicate inlay called the seaboard.
Oh, you really scared him, huh? What fun it is to let yourself be brought in by the tide.
This is like flying underwater.
Gosh, it's the high tide.
Yeah, the tide has reached its highest point and has stopped going up.
Well, come on. We'll have to swim to get to the surface.
Let's go. I'll race you there. The last one up is a rotten drop.
I was first!
Look, what an impressive cliff. Isn't that magnificent or what?
And the waves are also very impressive.
I can see that. Oh, Mama, she's gonna hit us! Wow! Yeah!
I'm here! Help! Help! I'm poor, shipwrecked, thirsty, hungry, bored of being alone! Help! A boat at last! Over here! Help! Hey! Can't you see me? I'm here! Look! I'm small, but I shout a lot! I'm here! Help! They haven't seen me! I've been left alone! Why am I always so unlucky?
There's no way we can stop!
They're really rocking and rolling us!
What a roll! It feels like we've been hit by a hammer. The force of the waves is incredible.
Enough to crumble rocks!
Can they really do that?
Of course! You only have to see the coastline. It really looks crumbled. The waves are pounding continuously. They break the rocks that fall off, changing progressively the shape of the coast. The continuous wear which the waves cause to the rocks is called erosion. And now we'll sing you a song.
A song about erosion?
That's it. Come on, little drops, the salty march.
I ride the wave, a nice big wave. I hit the bay, I'd like to stay. Nice foamy droplets are very friendly. Hit me with rhythm, give me erosion.
We're salty, spicy droplets, we're fun and we can rumba. We party night and day. If you want to, you can stay. We're salty, spicy droplets, we're fun and we can rumba. We party night and day. If you want to, you can stay.
Sandy beaches, we like surfing. We like currents which then take us far to exotic bays where we ride the waves.
And then it's us cigarettes, we'll take you all the way. We'll carry you all day to the far and sandy bay. And then it's us cigarettes, we'll take you all the way. We'll carry you all day to the far and sandy bay.
Playful waves carry shells, they carry sand and all kinds of creatures. We then dump them in the coastline, and that's how beaches are made.
Inlets, coves and beaches, sandy bays and cliffs. We're moaning day and night, wonders for the sight. Inlets, coves and beaches, sandy bays and cliffs. We're moaning day and night, wonders of the world.
That is how we mold and shape such a beautiful coastline. We are all left with a grin when we bathe and we swim.
With a push from the wind, we see currents and waves manage to renew.
groovy little song about erosion. For a minute, I thought it was me you wanted to erode.
My buddies from the coast are the grooviest drops in the ocean. They're never still. And the coast is where you can appreciate the most the movement caused by the tides.
Many beaches surely are covered by water when the tide is high.
That's it. And in Canada, the tide can be as high as 60 feet. Some huge rocks disappear underwater.
Are the tides very high here?
No, there isn't much movement in this area. The level of the sea...
That guy has had a glass too many, and he's now sleeping it. How irresponsible! He should be checking his course. Wake up! Please, wake up! The boat is in danger! We're going to crash! Oh my, this is going to be even worse than the Titanic! I know it's stupid to seek refuge inside a glass, but it makes me feel a little safer.
Damn! I fell asleep. We're going to crash with the reef. Of course, I must correct it. Otherwise, there could be a catastrophe. I noticed a small jolt. I'll tell the crew to check the hull. I hope nothing serious has happened. I fell asleep because I was drinking. I'll never do it again.
Hey, you brute! It's the whiskey you had to throw, not the ice! How ungrateful! I only wanted to help him! Oh my! What a disaster! The ship is leaking oil and it's producing a terrible oil spill!
Well, what I'm gonna do to all the fish, algae, and seabirds will be even more terrible.
Oh my! He's just as crazy as Flu is! I must reach the coast as soon as possible. I must alert everyone that there's been a toxic spill.
I wonder what's causing that shadow. Doesn't look like a ship.
Quick, Raindrop, get back on the rock!
Why? What's the matter?
Quick! Quick, we're in danger!
Uh-oh!
The oil spill's getting near. It's one of the worst things that can happen to the sea.
Say, that's Frosty coming! Hurry, Frosty, come this way!
I see you! Here I come!
Swim faster! Don't let the spill touch you! On the rock, you'll be safe!
Us, maybe, but the sea is ruined!
It nearly caught you!
What a surprise to find you here! Where did you come from, pal?
I was dumped into the sea by the ship that caused this oil spill.
And is the ship in trouble?
No, it's only got a small breach in the hull. I hope they've realized by now and have repaired it.
You aren't gonna get away from me. I'll climb up with the tide and cover you in muck. You can do nothing against me.
He'll reach the beach and pollute the sand, too. They'll destroy the coastline and all the little animals that live in it.
Look at that poor bird. It can barely fly.
He must have been fishing and the oil spill got him.
His wings are too heavy now and he can't land on the sea because the water is too dirty.
Poor guy. I hope he has enough strength to reach the coast.
Oh, good heavens, an oil slick. The sea is covered in oil. Everything will be destroyed and we'll be broke. Now let's make a report immediately.
All this wobble. I feel so dizzy. I need air. Turn the light out. Looks like the sea is in deep mourning. I wonder what's happened.
Careful, Dopey. Don't fall in the sea. It's covered in oil.
The voice rings a bell.
Poor Dopey. He'll be covered in muck.
Ready to be taken to the cleaners.
I'm either too feeble or this soup is very thick. It's hard to swim in here.
Come here before the weight of the oil drowns you. Come on, friend. Up you come.
Thanks, Raindrop. Hey, coming!
Gosh, what a blow!
Not only dirty and stinky, but slippery too. What the devil is this?
Something that if we don't take action immediately, could put an end to many creatures in the sea.
Look, here comes a sweeper ship, which will try to suck away the oil. If they hurry up, they'll neutralize part of the spill, at least so it doesn't get worse.
We need more help. The spill is too big and it's spreading very fast.
Whatever we do, we'll only be able to clear just a small area so. Days will go by before they clear all the spill.
No matter what they clear, the oil won't disappear completely. And diluted in water, it'll reach the bottom, causing irreparable damage.
Whoa!
Hey, I'm here! Can anyone see me? Hey, damn, with the noise from the hose, they can't hear me.
He's so obsessed with trying to get the ship's attention, he hasn't seen us.
Hey, I'm here! Come on, I'm sick of being on this stick of wood.
Flu, my old friend.
Don't bother me. Can't you see I'm busy? Raindrop, what are you doing here? How nice, a family reunion. And you, Raindrop, not your typical self for a change. I love to see you covered in dirt. Let me tell you that the dirt suits you well. You should dirty yourself more often. Don't you agree, Raindrop?
I don't, but he does.
The oil spill's attacking! This spill is crazy! Why is he attacking me? Damn it! I'm the great polluter! The king of dirt and stink! That spill should show some respect!
Well, by the looks of it, he doesn't show any special consideration when it comes to biting somebody.
I'm coming up with the tide. Ha ha ha! Soon there'll be nothing left of ya.
Listen, Flu.
What's up, squarehead?
I suppose that being the king of malice, you'll know everything about poison.
More than anyone in the world! I'm a specialist! The best!
In that case, if you know about poison, you surely must know about the antidotes.
And if you know about antidotes, you surely know how to eliminate the oil spill.
What? Eliminate the oil spill? Do you take me for a traitor? He's here to pollute everything, and I'll make sure he does it.
If you don't help us eliminate it, he'll eliminate us, and you'll be the first to go.
He won't touch me. He must respect me, like I respect him. We're allies against goodness.
Well, I wouldn't say he's too fond of you.
Well, it could be that this oil's not being refined and all. He doesn't understand the situation.
Of course. Well, now come up with something to get rid of it.
Oil. Getting rid of oil. Yeah, I've got it. But we need to be on the mainland, in a laboratory, and it's quite clear that I can't get to the coast.
You really are a problem. The spill won't let us move from here.
We're isolated.
And we'll all be the victims of pollution.
It was stupid to ask him for an antidote. It was logical he wouldn't have one with him.
Is there any way someone could take us to the mainland?
Hello, boys. I see you're in trouble.
Nimbus! You arrived just in time.
We're saved!
What a pleasure to see someone clean for a change.
Nimbus, my old friend. You'll get us out of here, away from this ungrateful oil.
Sure, I can take you all ashore. Though I think it's better if we try to fight the spill first.
You're right, Nimbus. I think we would be cowards if we left now that Flu knows how to eliminate the oil spill.
You're right. He just said he knew how to.
Shut up, Dopey. Now that we can get away from here, I won't lift a finger to clean the sea.
Is that so? You'll soon see how you lift more than a finger.
What are you doing? Listen, you wouldn't dare.
You either help, or I'll drop you on the pollution you like so much.
Ah! You might look a softy, but you're as tough as the toughest.
You decide, Flu. You either help us or...
Okay. You've convinced me.
That's what I like. A little collaboration.
In a few minutes, the tide will draw me onto you, and you'll all be mine.
Let go of me. Big guy.
Forget it. I've realized in this position you're a lot more cooperative.
And doesn't look so ugly, does he?
Got it, will you, Dopey? When this is over, I'll settle up with you.
Come on, break it up. Time is running out. So let's get on with it now.
Yes, please. And beware, Nimbus. Flu is capable of playing a trick on you.
I don't think he'll dare as long as I got hold of his tail.
This is an abuse. You don't intend to carry me through the sky all like this. I'm gonna be sick.
He's right. If he's sick, maybe he won't find the laboratory he needs.
Okay, but if I smell a rat, I'll grab you again from the tail.
Get going, Nimbus. The tide is coming up.
See you, friends. I hope we're back in time and with a solution.
No, these flying fatsos managed to get away, but as you can't fly, you'll soon enjoy all the stinkiness and destruction of an oil spill.
Well, it wasn't that far. We're in the laboratory. With so much corn, there'll be lots of oil-munching bacteria.
You bet. But I don't think they'll want to come with us. Those bacteria are very fussy.
Try to convince them, and fast. My friends are in danger.
They should be in these trays. This is where they are bred. Yoo-hoo! Bacteria! Sweetie pies! Uncle Flu is here!
Look, that's the germ that gave that trash to eat instead of oil. Blech. I still have that bad taste in my mouth. That guy is a filthy creep.
We must teach him a lesson.
I can see you're appreciated everywhere.
Well, I hope you're not angry. Are we friends? Let bygones be bygones.
If you didn't taste so bad, we'd have you for supper. But don't you worry. When we finish with you, you'll think twice before you treat us again. Come on, girls, let's teach him a lesson.
He'll learn to show some respect.
Look how he's running away.
A smart guy, Flu is. He certainly has convinced them to follow him.
Run! He mustn't escape. Don't worry, he's not getting away.
They're heading straight to the cliff. That way they'll get to the oil spill sooner.
Give way! Give way! I'm coming! Give way! I'm going too far! Ah! That's what happens to me for trying to be kind! A little Flu's revolving around me!
What a fall! Fear must have given him wings.
Well, they haven't been of much use to him.
He must be having a family reunion. And they sure are a big family.
Look, he's trying to escape. But what is this? The sea is full of oil!
A massive, delicious oil spill! And a sweeper ship is sucking it all up. Let's go for him before they leave us without our dinner.
Let's go for the oil, girls!
What a feast this is going to be! And it's crude, just how I like it.
Well done, Flu. You'll end up being a hero. You've managed to bring the bacteria.
Protect me! Nimbus! They're after me! I'm exhausted!
We've got him! He's ours.
Get ready! Here we come!
Why must these things always have to happen to me? Oh, Lord! My Lord, what have I done to deserve this?
It's all for us! All the oil for ourselves!
It must be delicious. The thought makes my mouth all watery. Oil. Thanks for the meal, darling. You're a real doll.
Oh, pal! You get what you deserve. I never imagined you would help us clean the sea.
Clean! Clean! Disgusting! This is gonna ruin my reputation!
Careful, it's very slippery.
Ah! Damn it! Someone must have put a curse on me!
You saved your reputation, Flu. I've never seen anyone that dirty. If I were you, I'd hide.
Stop laughing, you pile of smoke poo! Anybody can slip off a rock!
You'll be okay there behind those rocks. Maybe if it rains, you could clean up.
Shut up! I don't intend than a wash-up ever. The dirtier I am, the happier I am.
This oil is delicious. What a feast! Fresh, crude oil, my favorite.
Oh no! Corn bacteria! My worst enemies. They're gonna turn me into lumps.
This oil is simply delicious. Better than a ham sandwich.
I think I've eaten too much.
Yeah, me too. I think I'm ready to react.
Oh no! Damn bacteria! They're breaking me up!
Ah, look! The oil is turning into lumps.
And how could that happen? We haven't even used bacteria.
Yes, I know, but we must take advantage of the situation. This will make things a lot easier.
Ah! They're eating me alive! They're gonna finish me off!
Well done. Yeah, the spill is shrinking back. We got rid of them for good.
We've been lucky thanks to Nimbus's arrival and to the tide not covering this rock.
And now that it is receding, we can all go to the beach.
See that? Here comes the bacteria that's been left behind.
Excuse me, I'm a little lost. I know I'm a little late, but do you know if there's any oil left?
Behind those rocks, you'll find a nice splash of oil.
Wait, I'll still get a bite of the cake. I'm starving.
Flu is in for a nice surprise. That bacteria is capable of eating them all up.
In the end, everything has worked out just fine. We must be glad everything is very clean.
Yeah, though it's never enough. No matter how many bacteria and sweeper ships, the oil spilled in the sea will cause harm for many years.
Luckily, it hasn't been a very big spill.
The surface of the sea is practically clean now, although the shore has been affected.
The beach is black.
It'll take a long time for the sand to clean up and the oil in it'll continue to kill all life forms of the coastal seabed.
And what will you do now? Will you have to live in this polluted water?
What else? This is my place. Next to my buddies, I must carry on with my duty to mold the coastline.
If I ever can give you a hand, please don't hesitate to ask me.
Count on me too. You can count on all of us for anything you want.
Thank you, friends.
Help! Help me! Get this monster off my back! Help me get rid of this crazy bacteria!
Poor Flu. For the one time he does something right.
He's an ill wind that runs, well, blows nobody any good.
Many dangers threaten our coasts, and amongst them, the worst is our lack of conscience about it. Everything we throw into the sea returns to our beaches, turning them into dangerous rubbish dumps, or goes to the bottom of the sea, polluting it and destroying all life forms, putting in danger the sea's equilibrium. The sea is one of our biggest sources of wealth. To collaborate in keeping it clean is to collaborate in keeping our own well-being.